Hey there, DeeDee and Denise again. We're talking about getting started with the program and sticking to it. And we have our own stories that we are going to share someday, but today we'd really like to share the stories of our clients because they're really, I think, inspirational, and they also, you might be able to relate to a couple of their stories. So Denise is going to start with hers.
Yeah, so today I have two clients that I got testimonials from, and these two clients I have been training for 2 years, and they really came into the program not really digging exercise. They never really had done it, so they just wrote me a couple paragraphs about how they worked through it, how they got through, and how they're feeling today. So I'm going to read a little bit about it. I'm going to put my glasses on so that I could read a little faster. So this gal
You
said,
look cotton glasses
yeah,
anyway.
cute. She says, I've been training with Denise since October of 2016 as part of a new perk at her work. Initially, we met just once a week, and after a month, we started working for 2 weeks. I was 40 at the time, and when I started training with Denise, and was overweight and unhappy with my body. I hadn't lifted weights or worked with a trainer or stuck to any kind of regular exercise program since high school.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah. Always used an excuse that I was too busy, I was a working mom, and didn't have time to work out regularly. I knew that this was an opportunity I could not pass up. So with that, I was just a little bit nervous, and I knew it would be really hard. In the beginning, even though we used little or no weights, it was very difficult, and I was very tired and sore a couple of the days. But I stuck to it. Denise is great about challenging each of us individually, modifying our exercises as needed so that you feel very supported and empowered. As I gained strength, she continued to challenge me and increase the weights or the difficulty of the exercises. Eventually, I started to look forward to workouts and realized that I actually felt better afterwards. After working out a little over a year, I felt a lot stronger, but I still was overweight. I decided to challenge myself further and started walking 20 to 30 minutes on the days I wasn't training. After a few months, I started to notice that I had more energy and was able to work out harder during my trainings. Denise, of course, was picked up on this and started pushing me a little harder during our workouts. Despite my protest that I do not run, she started to encourage me to just one lap around the track on the treadmill. But before I knew it, one lap turned into many laps, and now I'm jogging around the track. In April, I decided to start watching what I ate. I lost 20 pounds. My goal was to lose 25 pounds in 3 months, in addition to exercising every day. In July, I hit that goal of 25 pounds. I feel so much better and healthier and happier. I also have set a new goal to lose an additional 25 pounds by the end of October. I am now active every day, find that I love working out. On the days that I'm not training with Denise, I also combine walking, rowing, lifting weights, and some abdominal work. I have so much more energy. I am thankful for the opportunity that she has given me, and she has been instrumental in helping me accomplish these goals. So you can see that she initially she wasn't overly excited about working out. In fact, the first year she really didn't smile at all. So now she comes in and I get goosebumps training her. It's so fun. I have one additional that I'd just like to anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, I loved it too. I have a client who, when he first met me, he said, I'm not a runner, I don't run, I ran once. Those shoes are, do you have that story ready to go?
Yeah.
Those shoes are in my closet. Well, this client of mine is now running marathons, passed me up, was weaker than me when he started. He's stronger than me now. Totally changed his body type, and it's so inspiring.
Yeah. One thing or two I want to say is that mostly when my clients come in for their first initial visit, they are generally sweating and scared. Walking through the door is the biggest part. You just have to get started, and so I see the growth and the empowerment that exercise brings to people, and it's really rewarding to see. It takes a little while. It took you a long time to get overweight or not exercise.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
So I have one more. We'll just share real quick. So this gal, again, she started training with me 2 years ago. My view of working out was negative at first, but I knew it was good for me, so I took the plunge. Now I don't look at it as exercise. I just think to myself, what can my body do today? I've been amazed at all the things I've been able to do across the board. I feel so great and energized after my workouts. It's really awesome to see what I can do if I just try. I've lost weight and I can actually see my body toning. So those are great things that we get excited about. And if you just put your mind to it, you can do anything. So we also have a special guest today that one of DeeDee's clients that we're going to share. So she's going to step in here and we'll talk to her for a minute.
Yay! Okay, I'm going to introduce Bambi. This is Bambi. Bambi reached out to me almost for about a year in a row. Say hi.
Hello.
And about working out and saying, I need help. What can I do? And I said, just come meet me. It took about a year until you were ready, and she's been ready. This is really exciting because it's been 4 months since we started working together, and you're down
19.6 pounds.
19.6 pounds. And she's stellar. I'm going to ask her a few questions about, she did my Restart program first, and then we started working out together. So thank you so much. I'm so excited for you. Really, really, it does. It does make me emotional when I see somebody ready and making such a positive change. And you're a nurse. You wanted to help. I guess my first question is, why didn't you go to a doctor?
Well, actually, I've had the same doctor for about 15 years, and that doctor has never, ever told me that I was overweight. The only thing that she did tell me that my blood pressure was raising and that my hemoglobin A1C and my fasting blood sugars were raising. But I don't think that she ever really realized how much weight I had gained, and just had never said it to me. So I just...
You never went that direction.
We never went that direction,
so,
ever.
Now that you are down 19, what has changed physically for you?
Well, I have a lot more energy. I feel much better about myself and my body. I obviously have more work to do, but I like the direction that my body is going, and I like how I feel.
Blood pressure?
My blood pressure has dropped 10 to 15 points. Also, my blood sugar has dropped from a fasting blood sugar of almost 100 down to 85, and my hemoglobin A1C has also dropped.
She can tell she's a nurse. So, Restart, what was the best part about it?
How easy it was.
Easy?
It was very easy. It was, I thought at first it was going to be more challenging because I was not eating very well at all. And once I came here and got the support from DeeDee that I needed, it was easy.
I'm going to have Denise ask a couple questions because my battery is dying. Scooch over this way, you guys. And what questions do you have, Denise, so I get a battery
So
charge?
I love the Restart program, and it changes like your cravings. So can you address that a little bit?
Right. Well, I'm a baker, and I bake a lot for my work, and I eat a lot of sweets, or did eat a lot of sweets. And I basically went off of sugar for 26 days, and it has totally changed the way I feel about sweets. I don't have that craving for them. I don't have the craving for the carbohydrates, the chips, the snacks, and all those kinds of things.
So we were talking a little bit before this, and Bambi had said about a camping trip that she had just went on with her husband, and they used to have 4 or 5 carts full of stuff, and now she just had a little bag. She'd have a whole bin full of chips and whatnot. So now she just has a small bag, and those, like, you don't really need all that food. You don't need the licorice from Costco. So that was a really inspiring story. I loved it. It was good because you just pack everything that you love.
So tell the story about your skirt because it's a good story because working out makes a difference.
So about 3 years ago, I bought a new dress for a New Year's party, and my friend helped me to lose weight. I lost about 15 pounds and was able to get into this dress. It was short and it was tight, but everybody thought I looked great.
This was 3 years ago. And how did you lose that weight 3 years ago?
You could say it.
You could say it.
I did Herbalife shakes and
popping pills and drinking shakes and not eating real food. Right. But okay, so how has that changed with that skirt?
So I put the skirt on 3 weeks ago, and it fell right on and zipped right up, and basically I'm weighing the same weight that I did when I lost all that weight before, but it feels great. I'm working out with DeeDee on a pretty regular basis, and my body has definitely changed.
Those are awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah. So we don't want to keep you. So what do we want to end with? We forgot to have an ending today.
Just get started. Get started and exercising. I mean, it works. It works if you just do it. And so Bambi is a testament to doing it, keeping at
Keep
it.
going.
And remember, that's the sugar.
Right? It's the sugar. Stay away
You're
from
a
sugar.
believer now,
It's
aren't you?
poison.
Well, that's what I say.
Poison.
That's
And
what I
know.
say.
She learned something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say.
So.
And I think you shared about being nervous about sticking to it because I think it's a real reservation and
But
for all of us.
Right. But it's all about, making sure that you plan for your meals. And yes, it does take some work, but once you get into the routine, it's very easy.
Yeah, and you've got a long job where you work in a very stressful environment and you still have time to meal prep.
I meal prep when I get
prep's
home
the
from work. That's what I'm going to do as soon as I get done working out with you
All
today.
right.
So I do that twice a week, and
Right?
it's great.
Awesome.
Good.
All
Proud of
right.
you, Bambi.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Stay to it.
Okay. Bye. Thanks
bye.
for joining. I always know, I'd never know how to turn this off.